Yeah. And I'm the speaker.
Yeah, speaker.
That's those. It works.
Thank you. Hello, good morning, everyone. I'm a counselor here. My name is Cindy. You can call me Cindy. So my office actually at SAC ground near the parking there. Yeah. So thank you for coming. And yeah, actually I'm very anxious because normally I only interact with students. I not that often interact with lecturer, Yeah, so another level for me, I can say. Yeah, but it's okay. I very welcome everyone, and then we are here to learn together. Yeah, I'm not very expert, but I'm willing to learn from you all as well. Okay, so is it okay I sit here, or you all prefer me? It's okay. It's fine. It's okay. 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 So now today our topic will be talk about the strategy for recognizing and responding to the student mental health challenges. Okay. So actually before we start, right, I didn't know everyone here, but I can remember your face so far at the campus. So maybe can like introduce ourselves first. Who want to go first? Oh, sorry, forgot to introduce it. My intern, she handle the counseling session and everything. So she yeah. You can introduce yourself.
My name is Lauren. I'm an intern counselor here, and my actually I'm from the New Era University College, which is the Patna, and I'm majoring in counseling. Thank you.
My name is Paul. I'm from SFTC.
SHTC.
SFTC.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Mac from Nobra.
Okay. Welcome.
I'm Aish. I'm from should I say SSCM? I'm sitting in SSCM, but I'm from SOSS.
Oh, okay.
Yes. I'm Tan from PLC.
I'm Faridatu from SEC.
What?
Faridatu.
Ami
Faridatu.
Faridatu. Okay. Okay. Welcome everyone. Hi. Good morning. Where are you from?
I'm from the School of
What is your name? Okay.
Yes.
I welcome everyone. Okay. So let's start our Friday. So this is the content we're going to learn for today's session. So we will do some warm-up activity, and then we understand the common mental health challenges in students, and then the regular ladder to understand the signs and symptoms, and then how to build a supportive classroom environment, and also how to create a discussion. So I decide to no more Q&A for today. I'm scared I don't know how to answer. Okay. Yeah. So today we will have some warm-up activity. Yeah. So I know that today is a raining day. Actually, it's very good for sleep, right? And then yeah, very jam for this field day. So what is the one activity today we're going to do is draw a person in the dream. So Shin will give you all one A4 paper, and you can use the color pencil you want, like what the color you want, and then try to draw a person in the dream. Yeah. Draw a person in the dream. Yeah. So you can get paper and color pencils.
Can you please just like a statement?
Sure. Anything you want to draw is okay. Yeah. If you want to change any color, you can get it from Shein also. Yeah. No worry, no one going to judge your drawing. Just a very relaxed session, to knowing each other. So far, everyone done?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, okay. Let's have a look the drawing. No stress, no stress. Just like this is called like some kind like the art therapy. So let's see your artwork. Maybe I show you. Why don't laugh? It's okay. So okay. Listen, taking the umbrella. Okay. Oh, you too. Okay. You too. You didn't take any umbrella? No. Okay. Oh, you didn't take umbrella. Okay. So this is the art therapy we to understand how you cope your stress. So look at your art. Why you pick the color? And then why you holding something? What is this mean? And why you didn't hold something to cover the ring? Yeah. So this will come out a lot of interpretation if we look into art. So for example, like you didn't draw any umbrella to cover the ring, right? So actually it's come back to our the way we grow up. Oh, you have the challenges, just basics. You have the stress, just handle it by yourself, like the way you cope. So if you hold the umbrella, so what you can think for when you feel so stressed, you can't be. What is your support system? Yeah. So different color also come with different. So I won't go to very detail, but you can I will go back and then like try to think about it to understand the point. Right? Yeah. So far so good. Yeah, so just a warm-up activity, like relax ourselves, not that anxious because I'm also very stressed. Right? Okay, yeah. So now go for our next activity. Not activity. Next slide. Okay. So now we go to understand common mental health challenges in students. So can I know everyone here how you understand what is mental health, or you can give any definition?
That unable to cope, need to handle situations, mindset.
Okay, from the mindset. Okay. Anyone want to try? There's not right or wrong answer. We are just here to learn together. Yeah. How you understand about mental health? Like the challenges, mindset. Okay.
Stress.
Coping with stress. Any more?
How one handles the emotions.
How well to handle emotion? Okay. Okay. So yeah, actually based on the World Health Organization, mental health can say that it's a mental well-being for the person to able cope their stress, like you say, and then stress in their life, and then also like realize the ability. They won't keep imagine the happy world, they can like understand, oh, my ability is what, and then I can achieve what goal, and then learn well, work well, and contribute to their community. So if your mental health is healthy, means you can cope your stress, you can handle your emotion very well, you can achieve your goal, right? So it's very important for the individual to make decision when your mental health is healthy, positive, so you know how to make a right decision, and then you know how to build relationship with other people, and also how to shape the world we live in. Okay, so it's very important for everyone about the mental health, especially in these few years. This mental health thing keep coming to our, the social. Oh, I have mental health issue. I have trauma. I have anxiety. A lot of this kind of mental health thing coming out. Yeah. Okay. So what are mental health issues? So just now we talked about mental health. So what is mental health issue?
Depression, anxiety,
Coping. Yeah, actually it's quite correct. Yeah, so actually mental health issue is like some kind of the challenges or difficulties you are facing like related to your mental health well-being. So maybe like can consider like emotional or physiological and behavior. Okay. So actually this maybe include like temporary or situation difficult. So situation difficult is more to like some event happen in your lifestyle, like someone pass away, or you feel so stressed for the exam. Yeah, just a short period, or relationship problem breakout. Yeah. So sometimes maybe it's like more persistent or severe mental health challenges. So it's maybe mental health issue, you depend on the duration and then how serious the mental health issue is. So will influence the individual differently. Yeah, because everyone is different. The way they cope the stress, everything is different. Yeah. Okay. What is mental health illness? Just now you talk about issue. Now it's illness. Some more depression.
Going crazy.
Going crazy. Yeah.
Can't think logically.
Hunting logically. Yeah, okay. So just now we talked about the issue. Maybe everyone have mental health issue. It's normal because our life will happen a lot of things, right? So we're facing a different emotion, people in our life. But illness is more to like clinical diagnosis. So they are more to like, oh, you get diagnosed already, you have anxiety. Or you get diagnosed already, you have the schizophrenia. So they are more to like DSM-5 and ICD-10. Yeah. The DSM is more to like diagnostic and statistic manual. So means that like for me, I'm a registered counselor. So I cannot diagnose the person what kind of the mental health illness they have. Yeah. So if you want to diagnose the person, so you have to reach the level like clinical psychology. And then psychiatric is only provide you the medicine. So we have three types: counselor, clinical psychologist, and psychiatrist. So when someone they have mental health issue, but they don't know who are going to look for help, right? They will first think, oh, I need to meet a psychiatrist already because I feel so sad recently, like few years, So the first thing they will go for is psychiatry. Actually, what I encourage the student try to do is when you feel like your life has some changes and affect your emotion, your behavior, and your thinking, first you can meet is counselor. Because what counselor do is to help you to understand your thought, to manage your emotion. So after a few sessions, you still feel like cope or very serious, then we will encourage you to go for the clinical psychologist to get a diagnosis. To make sure that is it you have any mental health illness like ADHD, depression, bipolar, this kind of the symptom. Then if the symptom is very severe, serious, so we will encourage you to meet psychiatrist. So when you meet the psychiatrist, you get the medicine. At the same time, you need to meet the counselor or clinical psychologist to build your coping skill as well. So not only using the medicine can help you to cope everything, medicine just only help you to reduce the symptom, but you still need to improve your coping skill. Yeah, so this is the difference for issue and illness. So normally when we talk with the student, right, we won't directly, oh, you have anxiety, is it? It's very judgmental. Yeah, because we're not sure what the student going through. We don't know what the person going through. So we cannot very judgmental to say, oh, you have depression. I think you have depression because you have this symptom. Yeah, so want to make sure the student have anxiety, depression, or what mental health illness, they need to go for the clinical psychologist to get the diagnosis. Okay, so what counselor will do is we understand the symptom, but we won't directly tell you that, oh, you have this kind of the mental health illness, but let's see what we can do together during the counseling session. Okay. So next is mental health in students. So based on the statistic, not the latest one by 2020, actually the Malaysian adult age like 16 years and above actually have 29.2% compared to 2006, which is 11.2%. So the mental health problems already increased lah. So actually during I work here, the student actually start to get the mental health issue during time of COVID and after time of COVID. Yeah, there's a lot of the students are facing the mental health issue because during the time COVID, right? Everyone have to at the house, right? We cannot go out and this and that. So for the student who like to hang out with friends, very extrovert to get energy from the people. So how they feel? They feel lonely, empty. So slowly they feel like, why this world is like that? I cannot go on. So they cultivate mental health. So for the person very introvert, oh, I like to stay at home. I don't need to interact with other people. So they feel safe for these 2 years until we totally can come out already. So we don't need to lock down ourselves already. They feel very anxious. The anxiety. I don't know how to interact with other people. Yeah, so feel unsafe lah. Okay, so that's why COVID time happened a lot of things for the student as well. Okay. So top 5 common mental health challenges faced by students. I believe everyone is lecturer here, interact with the students. So based on your observation, normally what your student have what kind of mental health issue they have? Anxiety. Stress. Family issues. Relationship. And more? Personal.
No, I think more of them are quite honest about anything. I have some
Personal
Yeah.
issue.
last time usually
Yeah.
nowadays just
Quite open up. Any more? Okay, so actually, yeah, for the top 5 today, I prepared is anxiety, depression, suicidal ideation, ADHD, and PTSD. So like you all say, relationship issue, family issue, this is the mental health issue cause this kind of the problem. So it's like linked together. Yeah, so to conclude it in the big term, we understand this kind of the issue and then how this kind of the mental health issue affect the student life. Okay, so first anxiety. How you understand about anxiety? What is anxiety?
Panic,
Panic.
breeds,
Mm.
feel headache,
Too much thinking the future.
Too much thinking of it. Yeah, correct.
overthinking.
Overthinking, yes, and then irrational thinking, right? So actually, what I usually explain to the student, what is anxiety thought and depression thought is more to like when you keep thinking about the future and focus on the thing that you cannot control, like future, economy, weather, other people. This is the thing that we cannot control, and you too focus on this, will cause you easy to feel anxious because there is something like unknown in the future. You don't know what will happen. Like exam, you don't know what the question will come out, and then you feel so anxious, right? So if you keep thinking about the past, and then you feel like, why I cannot change this, why I cannot do that in the past, right? So you will fall to the trap in the depression. So to understand this is like anxiety is more to like think about the future, depression is more to think about the past. But sometimes anxiety and depression, they are shared symptoms. Yeah. So when I'm too anxious already, and then I will start to have the sadness, then it's like sometimes like quite similar to depression because I cannot come out from the thought. I keep thinking the negative thing. Why I didn't do good, why I didn't blah 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 like that. So you fall to the depression as well. So if you're too depressed already, and then you start to think, how I cannot come out from the past, and then I'm very anxious. So you share with the anxiety. So why they always say anxiety and depression, because they have some shared symptom together. So let's go through the anxiety. So actually anxiety have different type, So the first is like generalized anxiety disorder, GAD. So means like very common one is like you have a severe anxiety, like influence your day-to-day activity, too overthinking, too nervous, too anxious. OCD is more to like obsessive and compulsive disorder. Everyone know about OCD? So OCD actually is come to like this, start from the obsessive thought. Like for example, today I went out. I'm not sure I closed the window or not. I'm not sure I closed the gas or not. I'm not sure I locked the door or not. So I already driving, cannot. I have to U-turn and check my house. And then I U-turn, and then I check everything. This is called compulsive behavior to reduce the urge and everything. And then I feel, okay, I check already. Okay, done. Then I go to work again. Then the thought come out again. The imagination come out again. Then I cannot tahan. I have to check again. Yeah, so this is the OCD. So QW also have students who have OCD. They keep checking. I set alarm already, but I'm not sure the alarm will ring or not. So I test 2 minutes, waiting 2 minutes. Oh, alarm ring already. So I said again. I said already or not? My alarm will ring or not? Yeah. So it's like very repetitive behavior lah. Yeah. So it's quite stressful for the student who do assignment and study. Because I've done the assignment already, I'm not sure if I'm doing good enough. I check again. So they spend more time, spend more energy. Yeah. And then panic disorder, like just now, say, like difficult to breathe. This also can cause anxiety, panic attack, or panic disorder. So the symptom is like the heart disease. Suddenly you cannot breathe and then chest pain, this and that, And then I also received a student. The doctor asked the student come and meet the counselor because the student feel the chest pain and then cannot breathe, anxious, sweating. And then the doctor say after done the screening and everything, your condition is good. So it's more to deal with the way you think the mental health issue. Okay, so social anxiety disorder, yeah, it's more to like when you go to the social, you're very worried about how other people perceive you, what they think about me, how they feel, and then like, is it I do something wrong? Is it I say something wrong? So anxiety has a lot of things, but we can focus is the symptom is like that, feeling so stressed, restlessness, and then like a lot of fear, and then irritability, trouble of concentrating, and then sweating, dizziness, like shortness of breath, muscle pain, headache, yeah. Okay. But no need to remember everything lah. Just focus on anxiety. Is it you too worry about something? Yeah. So depression. So we also know as a major depression or major depressive disorder. So it's like considered mood disorder lah. So you always feel so sad, hopelessness, and loss of interest. Okay. So sometimes when the people who have depression, they also experience the mood swing. Oh, I'm so sad for 1 or 2 weeks. And then 1 week I feel so happy, I'm okay already. And then after that, the feeling of the depressed come again, hit them again. And then they start to feel like, I cannot recover from the depression. I'm not doing good. I'm not well. So they will self-critique them again. Yeah. Okay. So this is not like regular mood change. For example, someone passed away. I in the grief process. So you will go through the depression stage, but it's okay. Maybe like someone take 1 month, someone take like 3 months, someone take 1 year. It's okay if you are in the grief process, but it is too long, means that you will cultivate this depression symptom. Yeah. So to understand it, like have to check their background. So since when you start to feel sad, what incident what you feel this way, what is the trigger point? Yeah. So it's not like simply feel sad for the result not good or what. Yeah. Okay. So the symptom is more to like the sleep habit or appetite really change. Okay. and then feeling of sadness, hopelessness, or powerlessness, and then like very feel the guilty, low self-worth, tired, no energy, and then change the social behavior, like don't want to get in touch or interact with other people, and also have trouble like concentrate, morning, or paying attention. Okay, difficult to complete the task. So talk about dying or suicide. So depression actually always linked with the suicide thoughts. So but nowadays, for those who experience the anxiety, they also slowly have the suicide thought. Because they are too anxious already, too negative already, and then they perceive the world is so negative already, until they don't want and don't have the interest to continue. Okay, so anxiety and depression. So the third one is suicidal ideation. So far, every lecturer here, did you heard that student? Oh, sir, madam, I have the suicide thought recently. No, they didn't heard it. So actually, in the counseling session, they will tell me, Miss Cindy, I have the thought last few days. So they quite open up already compared to last time. Yeah, last time they will try to hide because they're not sure if I tell someone that I have suicide thought, what is the consequence or what is the result? Is it they will send me to the hospital or what, so they will have this kind of negative thought. But now they more understand what is mental health, how we can support, they are more open up.
Awareness is really.
Correct. The awareness is there already, but they will open up to the counselor or the lecturer. They are quite close, but they won't open up to their families. Yeah. Why? May I know why?
Family is more judgmental to
Because the family relationship and the lecturer student relationship, counselor and client relationship, they are different thing, and then come out with different feeling. So when I talk to my parents, they will just, don't think lah, it's okay one lah, you can go through it lah, don't overthink it. So they just try to ignore. They don't want to focus on your emotion, because as a parent, we didn't go through this kind of training. We also don't know how to handle the children. If you have child and then your child tell you, Mom, I want to suicide, how you respond? How you react? You also, hey, don't think too much, you're okay. Like that, right? So doesn't mean that the parents is doing right or wrong, or the children doing right or wrong. Just like the way we understand is different. Okay, so yeah, suicide ideation and intent is now also very high rate, I can say. For the counseling student, for example, 10 students come for the counseling session, around 5 to 8 they have ideation. So have the thought doesn't mean that they will try to attend, but if have the thought but already try to attend, also has few cases. And then from this, we need to find out is what is their support system. Yeah, actually yesterday I already stand at the balcony, I want to jump out, and then I didn't do that. Then you can ask, I can feel that you are quite depressed and hopelessness for the future already. May I know what stopped you to doing this? From this question, we can slowly to find out their support system. They will say, I think about my parents, and then I scared, they feel sad, this and that, blah, blah, blah. So actually, they are quite worried about their parents. Yeah, even though they don't like to interact with their parents. Yeah. So slowly, this we also have the crisis management we call, but today we didn't get in touch with this crisis management. So we just understand nowadays what the students are facing, their challenges.
Cindy, quick question. Like suicidal ideation, like from what you explained, is mostly on that person. But how about those that are not going out and start to do like mass stabbing that just happened recently? Is that considered as categorized under this as well?
Yeah, but we will try to understand. Okay, how long you have this kind of thought? Okay, just background check everything. Make sure the student recently, like maybe past 1 or 2 weeks, they're having this kind of attempt or not, or try to have this kind of thought or not. Yeah. So Okay, maybe I next slide. So actually the suicide ideation is different from the individual one, person to person. So maybe they're only using the speech or show in the mood of behavior. So everyone can say that have the suicide ideation, but the person try to attempt or not, we don't know. I will make a joke like, oh, tomorrow I'm going to die already. I will jump out from the bridge, So I'm serious or not serious? We all don't know. So when it's come out, the student say, oh, Miss Cindy, I have the suicide thought. It's become a red flag for us already. We have to very focus and concerned about these cases already. We cannot just simply, it's okay, one, you can go through it. Yeah. So from the speech, we can identify the person, like talk about feeling trapped, feeling like the burden to other people, and then like if they have no reason to go on and wanting to end their life. Yeah, and then the mood will be like anxious, irritability, loss of interest in activity they enjoy, and then like behavior is more to like that will include by giving away the prize positions, withdrawing from friend and family, like less interact with other people, and then saying like goodbye, and then search for the online information. Yeah, but the way did I answer your question just now?
Like this one is about themselves.
Mm.
The question I'm asking is like those that are going out to kill other people.
Oh, that one we need to understand that what triggered them to kill other people, what kind of mental health illness the person have. For example, the person has schizophrenia, and then the person try to kill other people to achieve what feeling, to gain what So kill other people and suicide ideation is different. So it's more to like on person thought, on person behavior. Any questions so far? No? Next. Yeah, so ADHD, you all know about this term. keep listen about we always like some students come to my counseling session. Oh, Miss Cindy, I think I got ADHD because that's just from online, right? The symptom is quite similar for me, I cannot focus to do assignment, I need to play game, and then I need to walk around, this and that, blah, blah, blah. Then I will ask, did you go for the diagnosis? No, I searched from Google. Right? But yeah, actually ADHD now is very famous, I can say, because a lot of the young adult, they didn't go for diagnosis because we always thought that ADHD is only applied for the children. But actually, this is even though now you already 20, 30, you go to do the diagnosis, maybe you can come out like maybe you have the ADHD. Yeah. So the symptom is like inattention, not being to keep focused, hyperactive, like need to keep moving, and then like impulsivity. So like the egg is like too over like without the thought. I didn't think anything, I just do it. Yeah. Okay. So actually, I can say that I also receive few students who have ADHD in our counseling. So it is not easy to deal with them because they have their own way to talk to other people, It's different from the normal people who can think logically. Yeah.
Because ADHD usually is genetical issue.
Yes. More to like genetical. So when the children young, the parents didn't like, understand why the children is like this. Like you like to play this and then you like to break my furniture, this and that, or just like rotten, You're very naughty. And then they didn't aware actually they have like ADHD symptom. So nowadays the children diagnosis also very famous for this kind of the test. The parents will bring their student to go for the ADHD test, IQ test, to understand the children development condition. Yeah, so it's considered a chronic and debilitating disorder. So will impact the individual like academic and professional achievement. and then they're easy to have low self-esteem, and then interpersonal relationship also and daily function. Yeah. So the way they talk to other people or reaction is very obvious. You can see that the person is treated different like normal student. Yeah. But it's okay, we can treat them like a normal person and slowly to increase their coping skill. So they will slowly to like can maintain their condition lah. At least like daily function is okay lah. Okay. So adult with ADHD may experience poor self-worth, sensitivity toward criticism, and increase the self-criticism because, for example, for the normal student, they can complete semester 1. They've done the assignment on time. They can pass the exam. But for the ADHD student, they cannot focus. They need more time to complete their assignment. And then when they cannot complete, they will self-critique. Why I cannot do? Why I spend my time to just work here, work there? Why I cannot concentrate? Yeah, so we cultivate their self-critique and then slowly become anxiety, depression, and then come out with the suicide thought. Yeah, so actually every symptom is like linked together lah. So there are 3 main types of ADHD. So the first one is predominantly inattentive persistence. So means that the first time is more to like only cannot focus. Okay, but not a very hyperactive, like want to move here, move there. The second one is only focus on very hyperactive. Maybe can focus but very active already. And the third one is like combined 2 symptoms. Okay. Yeah, come to PTSD. Everyone here has any PTSD in your life? Actually, PTSD is a mental health condition lah. So it's diagnosed by the professional. So maybe the person actually went through a very traumatized event. Yeah, so traumatized events like maybe like already treat your safety, your life already. So it's more to like car accident. Okay, you have the car accident already. So you will feel so scared to drive for the few days, you know. Yeah, so it's a traumatized event. So for example, car accident, bullying also very traumatized event for the student lah. And then the world, sexual assault, and then unexpected death of a loved one, and then like natural disaster, domestic violence. Yeah, so this can cause the PTSD, but depend on the person. Some person, the way they cope the stress, not that good. So then you become a PTSD. But some person like go through the car accident, okay, after 1 or 2 weeks, they feel better already, they still can continue drive. So means that already past the situation. So some people will become a PTSD just because they don't want to recall back the situation. So the major symptom is like re-experiencing the symptom. So like, for example, bullying, right? And then at the school, right, the students sitting at the classroom, suddenly will have the flashback. The students start to bully them, you know, even though the students just sit here having a classes, do nothing. And then the student feel like got a flashback and then start to have the reaction and a nightmare. And then we'll come to it and tell you, sir, I feel like I don't know how to interact with them. I scared they bully me. And then avoidance symptom is more to like, after this kind of thing happen, they try to avoid the thing. Yeah. So avoid the people, the place, activity. And then negative change in thinking and emotion. So more to like feeling down, depressed, and then shameful, guilty. Yeah. So far so good for these 5 common mental health challenges. So why this is important, mental health support in school? Why so important?
Maybe because we are considered one of the institutions that students always get in touch with. So they see us every day, like 5 days per day. So we become one of the institutions.
Yes, correct. Anyone want to add on? Right. So actually, what I can say is like, same as a workplace. Mental health in the workplace also very important. The people you always deal with. So university actually is more than just academic institution, like they just now. So the environment is very important for them to learn and grow, you know. So mental health support is quite important. So if I'm not mistaken, for Malaysia, every education setting there needs at least 1 or 2 counselor, to support the mental health. So I can tell is education system at Malaysia, they are more focused on the mental health compared to the Kementerian Kesihatan. Kementerian Kesihatan Malaysia, if the counselor work under the Kementerian Kesihatan, right, it's very like low position. They are more focused on the clinical psychologist and psychiatric. So yeah, so unfair treatment lah at the Kementerian Kesihatan. Yeah. So yeah. So mental health issue are prevalent among young individuals. So I can tell it's like 1 in 5 students actually experience a mental health disorder lah. So like you say, every time we meet the person, and then this is the way for us to support the student. So of course, like today warm up activity, I asked him or draw the person in the brain to understand how you cope with stress. So the important part is not only we support the student, you also have to understand yourself, support yourself. You get a stable and mental health condition, then only you can support other people. So if I didn't take care of myself, I already burn out, and the student come and talk to me again, negative thing again. So we burn out together already. Yeah. So the conversation, the counseling session is not effective. And okay. So yeah, so very important.
But then how do we ensure that all of us still we are mentally stable?
You have to.
We need support.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, right. What I understand is, organization actually they also have counselor. Some company they will recruit the counselor to be their organization counselor. So like provide the mental health support for the staff. But unfortunately, we only have student counselor here. Yeah, if I do the counseling session with the lecturer or the staff here, if the student A come and complain me the lecturer A, and then lecturer A come and talk to me and complain student A, so means that I'm not ethic already. I cannot stand in the cannot be very objective, very subjective. So I want to trust the student or I want to trust the lecturer. So if the student they have the friendship issue, and then the student A come to me, student B also come to me, so I also cannot. So it's better is student A come to me, student B come to another counselor. So we can be more objective. Yeah. So I try. I want to help, but very difficult. Yeah.
On our own lah.
I guess normally in workplace for employees, normally we ourselves prefer outside because we don't want the surrounding people to know our own issues. So,
Yeah.
like suddenly I saw you go to see the counselor, your problem. Thing like that.
Yeah, this also happened in the student circle. Yeah, because they also, you go Miss Cindy, is it you go for counseling session? Yeah. So that's why sometimes they also mention that counseling room at SAC actually is not safe because a lot of student club and society event, this and that, But yeah, nothing can do that. We just try our best to bring up the awareness first. Yeah. Yeah. So now. Okay, just now we talked about what is mental health already. We understand what the student having the mental health issue already, the 5 common mental health challenges. And then now, I want to provide you all a very simple and easy way to understand the student condition. No need to diagnose they have the anxiety, they have depression or what, no need, but just like understand the student condition and then next what I can do or I can deal with the student. Okay, so I'm using this theory, the polyvagal. So actually this theory is more to like focus on the trauma one, but I think this is quite applicable for everyone are in the different situation. So this is more to like get to know your nervous system. So from here is very like very biological already. Actually, I'm not a very scientific student, but it's okay. We try to understand a little bit. So yeah, understand your nervous system is what going on can be very helpful and giving us the insight to know our internal process. So for example, oh, you have to be friend with your depression and anxiety. But what is anxiety and depression? I don't know. How I be friend with them? Just like I simply ask you to be friend with other person, you also I didn't know them how I be friend with them, right? So it's important for us to understand, then only we can slowly to befriend or like cope with that situation or the stress or anxiety. Okay, so this is how to recognize and understand the part of the unconscious system that we need to work on. So it's developed by the author Stephen in 19th when he identified certain nuances in human behavior. Okay, yeah, it's very difficult part for me. I don't like this kind of thing. But we have to learn, okay? Yeah, nervous system, everyone know about, right? Our autonomic nervous system. So actually is part like the sympathetic nervous system and parasympathetic nervous system. So just simple explain. This is like autonomic nervous system is like how to help us to respond or react. It's not our control one. For example, your pressure, your blood pressure is the thing that you cannot control. Your heart rate cannot control. So this is the autonomic nervous system. So we'll separate the two. It's called sympathetic nervous system, SNS, and parasympathetic nervous system. So SNS actually is a control our response to dangers. For example, try to imagine you at the forest and then you saw a tiger. What is your response? Run, right? Automatically you run. So it means that this reaction is no go through your brain. You no need to think. You automatically run already. So this is called SNS. And then parasympathetic is more to like help you to go back to a normal body function. You run already and then you successfully already and then you feel safe already. Then your body will help you like, okay, go to the relaxed stage. Okay, everything is good. Yeah, so this is called PNS. So based on this theory, right, they found out that actually PNS got these two sides. It's called the dorsal and the ventral. The dorsal is like back of the nervous behind, and then the ventral is front of the nervous. Okay, no need to understand this. You need to understand is this. Okay, this one. Okay, I usually like to use this slide to explain to the student what is your condition right now. So just now, like I mentioned, like what the ventral vega, sympathetic, dorsal vega. No need to remember, very difficult. What I remember is red zone, yellow zone, and green zone. So when your nervous system go to the red zone, means that the response is collapse. You feel numb, and then you shut down. And then you don't want to interact with other people. You rather to lock down yourself in the dark room. So means your nervous system is go to collapse. Okay, so fight and flight. It's more to like you feel so unsafe. The world is not safe, dangerous, chaotic, and unfriendly. And then green zone, social engagement. It's more to like you feel safe, happy, and engage with other people. You can interact with other people. Okay, so this is the 3 stage for everyone. We usually in this country. For example, today early morning wake up right, really tired, and then I no mood to talk. So means I in the collect red zone. So after I prepare myself, I drink my favorite coffee, I go to green zone, right? I relax already. And then suddenly, oh, I need to try the talk. I'm so anxious already. So I don't know what will happen. So I go for yellow zone. And then after this, I feel safe already. Everything is okay. I go back to the green zone because I interact already. And then, yeah, so for the normal nervous system, we will from green, yellow, red, like up and down, up and down. But for the student or for the person who always in a situation like at the yellow zone or at the red zone, they are difficult to go back to the green zone. Why? For example, try to imagine you are doing your work at your home. Suddenly your mother come back, palm the door. How you feel? Nervous. Go to yellow. Right? Suddenly you actually at green zone do your work, and then suddenly go to yellow zone. You don't know what happened. So your nervous system actually auto respond you to, oh, now it's dangerous already. Your mother is angry already. Yeah, so this is the response. So when you always live in the family like domestic violence, your father hit you, your mother hit you, and then like they are not friendly. So what is your color zone? Red. So when you always live in the red zone, how you feel, you go to the green zone. Very difficult, right? Because our body nervous system already remember the feeling, how to go to the yellow, how to go to the red. Yeah, but they don't know how to go to the green. That's why when the student, they're already easy to feel anxious, they're always at the yellow zone. When the students are in the depression state, they are always in the red zone. So when they're already easily to, more easy is like red to yellow, yellow to red, but they're very difficult to go to the green. So like anxiety, depression, PTSD, like PTSD, suddenly something trigger, right? Bullying, like just the friend say something like not friendly to her, and then start to flashback, and then go to red zone or the yellow zone already. Yeah, so this is the way to understand the student condition. So this is the slide I really like to use and explain to the student, because understand your condition is important. Once you understand, you have the awareness, then only you can go for the next step. If you don't understand, you really don't know how to deal with it. I don't know, I just very anxious. I don't know, I just very depressed. Yeah, so when you know already, then you aware. Oh, now I feel so anxious. And then what can make me feel less anxious? Because the way we ask our question is one of the self-talk. Like, I feel so anxious, and how I'm really scared. And then, but if the way you ask yourself, oh, now I feel anxious, and then I think I can drink some coffee to relax myself. So this is a two pattern thinking. Okay. So everyone now, what color you are right now? What the zone you are right now? Green.
That's like it's called.
Good. Okay.
Just now I was in yellow because traffic jam.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Yeah.
Yeah. Today is September.
Okay. Any other? Anyone at the red zone? No.
I guess we all will go to red zone if suddenly you say give us a test.
Actually, the whole morning I was at the yellow zone. Wow, very anxious, very nervous. Breakfast also I didn't eat. Just drink a coffee. Later go for Q&A. I think I will go to the red zone. Right. Okay. So this is understand the condition. So I think everyone very well practiced to understand your own condition, what color zone you are right now. So the next thing is we call co-regulation. Co-regulation is just now the example I tell you. You doing your work and then suddenly your mother closed the door very loud, and then you feel like, oh, why? What happened? So means that the co-regulation is your mother actually at yellow zone. And then your mother condition affect you, go to the yellow zone. Yeah, so co-regulation is like how your condition affect other people or your condition affect by other people. Yeah, so that's why this is very important to understand your condition, that only you can deal with the student or the client. So I always need to like understand, oh, is it I'm okay to do the session? Is it I'm okay to talk to the student? If I at the red zone or yellow zone, I think the way I talk to student is not effective because maybe the way I talk maybe hurt them. Maybe unconsciously they feel hurt or what, right? Yeah, so try to recall back. Usually you easily get affect or you affect other people.
is affected word.
Why? Affected by
I think
boss?
no, I think only those with kids, they'll be affected by their kids.
Yeah. Correct. Affected by the kids. Okay.
But sometimes, like you mentioned domestic violence and the slam door one, some kids also greatly affected by the parents, right? So
Yes.
it's vice versa, I guess.
So actually, when you usually get affected by other people, right, you're very aware and anxious the surround people you are living. For example, I just sit here and then I'm very concerned about how you all think about me. Why you all look at me? Why you smile? Ah? Is it I do something wrong? So anxious already. So I already at the yellow zone. So it's like how my background I grew up, what the person I interact, so actually affect my nervous system because our nervous system we cannot control. They remember all the response. Our body actually have the memory for everything. Yeah, the way you fight with other people, the time you break up, and then this and that, the someone you pass away, every time you remember. Yeah. So far, so good. So co-regulation is very important. So when some student you are teaching, and then the student suddenly break down in front of you, right? So you have to understand your condition first. Maintain yourself at the green zone. Open up yourself, and then only you can help the student from red or green or yellow zone slowly go back to the green zone, more stable. If I also anxious, you also panic. Oh, why are you panic? Oh, panic or that? Then we go emergency together. Yeah, correct. So have to be careful lah. So always practice yourself to understand your condition. Yeah, that's why the one-on activity is more to like take care of yourself first, then only you can take care of other people. Okay?
Yeah.
Any questions so far for this? Is it easy to understand compared to the nervous system? Yeah. So I really like these two slides because like easy to explain to the student as well. I always like try to do the psycho education with the student to understand your condition. Then only we slowly like handle ourselves. Actually, this still got a lot of the slide, but I didn't put in. For example, I at the red zone and the yellow zone. How I go back to the green zone? So to go back to the green zone, you have to identify who you be with, then you feel safe. What the thing you try to do, and then you feel safe, happy. And then when, and then where. Yeah. So this is the important part for us to practice how to go back to the green zone. But sometimes I understand the student practice mental health self-care is very difficult. Yeah, but breakdown is very easy. Yeah, correct. So now we go to building a supportive classroom environment. Okay, so this I also using the trauma-informed care, the 5 principle. Why the theory I also using a trauma one, and then the way we build the support environment also using a trauma, because I think this is quite applicable for every situation, not only for trauma, but in our even though the student are facing anxiety, So why using trauma is because the feeling of anxiety, depressed, is some event that let them have this kind of flashback or fall to this kind of situation. So trauma event, so some kind of that. But it's okay. The important thing is this trauma-informed care can help us to create a safe and supportive environment for individual, not only in trauma history, but also like PTSD, the anxiety, depression. Okay, so we have 5 principles. So, okay, you all have to remember these 5 principles because later we have role play. Everyone go to the yellow zone already. We have role play how you are going to apply these 5 principles in the classroom. Okay, so the first one is safety. So safety is prioritize the physical and emotional safety for all individuals. So example, you try to create an environment where students feel secure and support, minimize the trigger and potential re-traumatization. So the first one, safety, is how I go to the green zone to support and provide safe environment for the student. Because, for example, if the student already break down and then like really angry at the classroom, And he was also very angry. Why are you angry? I'm so angry. Why are you angry? No, so it's not helpful for that situation. So be calm and then be safe and provide a safe place for them. So it's very important. And then second is trustfulness. Okay, so build trust through clear communication and consistent reliable support. So for example, you can foster the transparent relationship between educator, student, and family, promoting a sense of openness and honesty. Yeah, so make sure the way we talk to the student is like very clear. You didn't say, oh, I talked to you A, I talked to another student B. So like, why they talk like this? So they won't feel reliable. Okay? So the third one actually is called collaboration, but I think is at school we can call a peer support. So encourage peer support network and collaborative learning environment. So it's more to like provide opportunity for students to connect and support each other, fostering a sense of belonging and community. Okay, so far these three basic. So it's more to safety, trustworthiness, and then collaboration. Okay. The number 4 is empowerment. Empowerment is more to like empower students by offering choice and autonomy whenever possible. So it's not like, oh, I think you have anxiety already, you have to meet the counselor directly as soon as possible now. So it's more to make decision for the student. So we don't encourage like this kind of the conversation. So we more to encourage, okay, so now you feel so anxious and worried. So what you want to do? What what is your thinking right now? How I can help you for this. So let them make the decision what they want. And then we can open the option like, if you need meet a counselor, you can let me know. We can provide the information for you, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay. So let them make a decision. And then the 5th one is cultural competency. So it is very important for us to practice the cultural competency because Malaysia, different culture, different background. So it's very important to understand which part is quite sensitivity for them. Okay. Yeah, so far, any question for this 5 principle before we go for role play? Any question? No question? Ready for role play? you all prefer like because the role play is like this. One role play as a student, one role play as an educator or lecturer. And then when the student happens something, how you approach the student. You all want to like, voluntarily, I want to be the student, I want to be the educator, or you want to see the scenario first and only I want. Okay. I actually prepare 5 scenario lah. Okay. So scenario 1, anxiety in the classroom. So the situation is a student exhibit a sign of anxiety, such as fighting, avoiding eye contact, and shallow breathing during a class presentation. Okay, the student feel overwhelmed and unable to speak in front of the class. So during the class presentation, very anxious. Maybe the student can stay in front. Yeah. So what would you do in this situation as a lecturer, as an educator?
I'll bring down.
Role play. Who want to role play the student who has anxiety? I think it's easy one. You pretend you have anxiety very easy compared to role play as educator to comfort the student.
I have this situation quite often.
Oh really? You want to be the
That'll be
educator?
the-
I thought I can be the student. For my class, every semester at least one.
Okay. So we got one student volunteer. And anyone, it's okay. No worry. We just learn together, Even though for me suddenly happen, I also stuck for a moment, Yeah, it's normal. Yeah. Anyone want to volunteer?
Be the educator.
Or you want to pick?
Pick my lecturer.
Yeah. You pick your lecturer. Yeah. Come. Yeah. Okay. So you all want to stay now? Yeah. So.
Presentation.
Okay. Okay, so lecturer, what is you are
lecturer here, right?
Mm.
The Sasa.
Yes, yes. You are student.
They always full of food. Good morning, everyone. Today I'm going to present the introduction. First of all, the anxiety in the classroom.
Go on. It's all right. Just keep going.
The situation is the student feel
It's okay. Take a deep breath and keep going. You are doing fine. Be calm. Right, just keep at it.
the student feel overwhelmed and unable to speak in front of the class. So that's all from me. I'll pass to my other friend.
Okay, through this scenario, right, observer here. So what they apply for the 5 principles. What you try to apply for the 5 principles. Do you remember?
They say, but
Yeah, definitely. Like the way the lecturer encourage, support. So make the student like how you feel actually when she start to say, oh, it's okay, you're doing fine.
I feel better.
You feel
Instead
better.
of some lecturer was like, hey, what's done to you? It's like,
Yeah.
will make it worse.
Yeah, that's why. So when
Also, her tone is like
Mm.
trying to calm me down.
correct. So are you trying to make yourself in the green zone?
Yeah, pretty much.
Mm.
Because when this stuff happen, usually I had to put myself in the green zone. Because if I'm in the yellow and red, that is going to start. So green zone, so I have encouraged like for her, which is actually in the yellow, will boost up.
Yeah, correct. So actually this is co-regulation, like I mentioned just now, how you affect other people, how you affect the student as well. So like just now you mentioned, when the lecturer respond in another way, maybe you bring you to another emotion. Maybe directly go to the red zone already.
Maybe I'll just collect.
Yeah, correct.
Slowly comes, then the red zone will just.
Correct. Yeah, so I think this scenario is quite easy, right?
Okay, then.
Okay, yeah. Wow, now next. Oh. So who? Also like have a look first.
But now I have another question.
Okay, yeah.
So because that kind of
Mm.
nervous kind of action, right,
Mm.
somehow will reflect poor marks in the presentation, right?
Yeah.
So maybe when we, share the marks to the student at the end, they will go through another anxiety again. That they blame themselves, oh, I'm not doing, good enough and all that.
Correct.
So that can be another situation also.
Then student come to me and mention to me, the lecturer give me a very low mark. Yeah, that's why actually sometimes this is considered like we play a different role. This cannot avoid that you as a student, you need to complete your assignment, you need to get the mark. But unfortunately, you didn't fulfill the requirement to get the mark. So what we can do is like encouragement. It's okay. I believe that everyone maybe feel anxious when presentation. You are not usually do that, but you are very brave enough to do that already. I hope the next semester you can do more better. So the way you comfort the student is very helpful for them. So sometimes it's just like the way we communicate. Okay, next, emotional breakdown. Okay, so a student experience emotional breakdown in a whole way, crying and expressing feeling of hopelessness. The student is feel overwhelmed by stress and unable to cope with their emotions. Okay, emotional breakdown. Anyone experience this? Your
Hi,
own.
Cindy. Can you
Oh,
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I can hear you across actually. since the door is open. I'm so sorry. Yes, I came across this situation before,
Mm-hmm.
and I think I did approach SAC, and I think I did send the student to you as well, if you still remember this. So this happened in my class, all right,
Mm-hmm.
and the student actually came to me after the end of the class, and then she break down, she cried, and she expressed her feelings. And yes, definitely she felt hopeless. So now, I mean, at that point of time, all right, I did whatever I could. I sat down, I be a good listener. Of course, definitely I know which afterwards I channel her to the right channel, which is to you guys, all right, licensed counselor, So, but I did whatever I could, all right, to listen, at least to listen and give her some feedback, all right. Uh, yeah,
Thank you so
that's
much. Yeah. So you experience this when student emotional breakdown at the classroom, right?
yeah,
So, and like you mentioned, actually you try yourself to maintain yourself at the safety, which is like more to provide the safe space for the student to voice out to you, talk to you, right? Yeah, and then through the listening process, actually slowly to build the relationship. Like they slowly will trust you and then believe that you can help them out from this kind of situation. Yeah, because they are too overwhelming, that's why they break down. Even though we cannot do much at that moment, but when the way you try to listen and understand empathetic, already a very good support for the student. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for the sharing. Yeah, emotional breakdown. But for you or yourself, did you have this kind of experience in your life? You emotionally break down a lot. Why?
My grandma passed away.
Okay. How about Adu?
I have two friends of cancer. Yeah.
Yeah, correct. So when the stressor is like unexpected, actually it's easily make us like emotional breakdown. Yeah, so you all want to do role play for this? Actually, sometimes like what we can do is more lah actually, but what I try to use is this 5 principle is more to like the concept we can build at the classroom. It's a big group. But when you come to 1 versus 1, right, you can do more deep to understand the emotions, like what they're going through, what is the trigger point. Yeah, so the way you maintain yourself at the green zone, you already achieve the number 1 safety. Yeah, and then second is like how I build the relationship with the student, like how they trust me, I won't harm them, right? And then slowly like, okay, I understand that your condition now is no good, and then maybe I cannot help that much, but it's okay, like we try to find a way out, So it's more to like collaboration. Then slowly you let the student make a choice, want to go or not, and then what the thing you try to do, and then we keep follow up with the student. Do you do the sake? Yeah.
As I got a question, like five food plus with that when we dealing with such business, the first one is mandatory safety. Is the first thing is the SOP of safety, and then feeling sense of comfortness within students when students are comfortable with you, then they can
Yes.
reach the trustworthy. That's what 3, 4, 5 one.
When going to apply the 345. Okay, so actually that you say first and second is very important. For example, the student already break down here. And they say, oh, why you break down? Are you okay? Are you okay? So in front of the classroom, maybe they are not comfortable to do that. Yeah, so safety is very important for the first step. So you cannot apply the 5 things in the one scenario. It's very difficult. So until the third part, you introduce like you want to go to meet counselor or you want to what the resources we have. Until here, actually it's good enough already. If the student keep coming back to you and then like, okay, actually now you already meet the counselor. So far, how are you doing? So far, you want to stop or what? Then like just follow up. And then the 5 is like cultural competency, or the student try to cope their stress, even though they're not like doing very well, maybe like up and down. But it's okay. I understand that you're trying your best, Like just like until the 3rd part is good enough already. Yeah. Okay. So it's very difficult to apply this 5 things in one semester. That's why even though you send a student to the counseling session, you cannot finish everything or help the student in one session. Maybe we'll take like 5 to 6 sessions, 1 week, once a time. So it's very time consuming for the counseling session. Because, for example, you have the anxiety for 10 years already. How you're going to settle in 1 hour? It's very difficult. There's a lot of the trigger point. There's a lot of the things happen in your life. The relationship issue, family issue. So actually it's everything linked together. A linked to B, B linked to C. So you have to explore very deep, and only you can settle. Yeah. So actually the role play is more to like understand that at that moment, what you can do and respond. At least you won't feel so panic at that moment. Oh, I don't know what to do, how, and then we panic together. Yeah. At least I more understand, okay, now the student is feeling unsafe or collapsed already, not in a good condition. So is it okay we talk outside the classroom, or where you want to go, and then we can chill a little bit, or you want to drink something? Yeah, just make sure the student feel comfortable. Then only they can slow talk to you. Okay. So emotional breakdown. So last time I also, when I will pass by the hallway, and then the student is crying in front of me. Yeah. Because they're too stressed already, overwhelming. They cannot handle. So it's normal for everyone. Because now I need to mention, we always think nowadays the student is very different from last time. Right? We last time even though have a lot of stress, we won't cry one, we still do, we still can do it. But now the student are very easily to break down. Because if we think another way, try to empathy them, it's like the challenges nowadays is more higher compared to our time.
I think now generations due to social media.
Correct.
Our time.
Yeah, our time don't have. And then easily they will come to you and say, oh, sir, I think I trauma already. Why you feel trauma? Yeah, they're very good in using this kind of invented term. Yeah. And then until you got ADHD, how you know? Yeah, what is the symptom? Bipolar, yeah. And then make sure they go for the diagnosis lah. And then if they say, oh, I think I got bipolar already because my mood swings and that. First thing, I won't directly judge. I think, okay, it is good that you try to understand your condition. You search for it. So why you try to search for this kind of information? What you want? I want to cope, or I want to what? Sometimes we know some students maybe want to find excuse.
Yes.
Why I don't want to do assignment because I got ADHD, I don't need to do assignment already, right? Yeah, but this is too judgmental lah. But another way, okay. So since you already know you got ADHD, you cannot focus. So what you can do to cope with this? So they cannot run away. They have to face it. Right? So it's the way how we turn the question, let them think and what they want. Okay. Yeah. The 3rd scenario, peer conflict question. Yeah. 2 students and 1 educator come role play.
Walk away.
Why?
Cafeteria. Cafeteria, in the public place, not my classroom. Walk away. It's a big problem.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So if you're facing this out, okay, walk away. Any other? If
Unless you see in the classroom, then
Depending what student is
no.
your own student, then you can Because let's say it's my own course student, then yeah, in the game.
For example, the student is from Tang class 1, and then Tang go away already, and then your student is fighting. So how are you coming down? So you're coming down? Oh no lah, you settle lah. Yeah. So actually from this kind of the situation, right, they're already at what color zone you can see?
Green,
Yellow.
yellow. Fine, it's like yellow.
Yeah, I think it's yellow zone. So you already understand the situation is yellow zone. So for you, you're also very nervous already. Maybe you're also at the yellow zone already. Yeah. So now if you feel like one person cannot help, so you need to find another friend to help you out from this. Okay, we stop them first. One lecturer handle student A, another lecturer handle student B first. Separate them and then listen them like very sincere, you know. Not like, oh, why you fight here? Very not good looking lah. You fight here, you adult already, ma. Why you fight? But no, we don't judge first. We understand, okay, I know that now you're very angry already. I know something happened to you. So can you like calm down yourself a little bit? What I can do to calm down yourself? Okay, go away and then we sit at the step of home, you know. Okay, so tell me what I can help you from this. Yeah, so you open up yourself. Welcome them to talk to you.
I think the older generation, like, fight. Fight.
Take the phone, record. Yeah.
The reverse psychology. No. Stop
Yeah.
already.
Correct. So actually is mental health is you say it's easy to deal, also not very easy.
Yeah.
You say it's difficult, also not very difficult. It depends on your own condition. Yeah. So when peer conflicts come out, you also have to understand the situation, the student, the whole group of students, their condition as well, and your condition, and then what I can do for the next time. Because this I also just more to focus on how you apply the green, yellow, red zone to understand and identify first, and only you provide a safety places and environment to support them. Then the afterward thing, you all can keep in touch with me. Okay, what the next plan, you know? Yeah, so you don't need to cover everything A to Z. Yeah, we just like have a collaboration together. Okay, so yeah, next is like academic pressure and perfectionism. Yeah, do you all meet the students some kind like related to this like academic pressure and perfectionism? Or you all actually have perfectionism? Actually, if you have the perfectionism, right, it's easy to cultivate anxiety or OCD. So because I've done the assignment already, I'm not sure I do good or not. I keep checking. I want to do it perfect. So checking and become OCD already. Everything have to so nicely, this and that. Yeah.
It also family pressure.
Family
Expectations,
pressure.
high expectations.
Yes, correct. This is one of the issue I also away from the counseling session as well, because okay, parents have expectation to the students. Students themselves also have expectation to them. So when their mental health is easy to think negative or not that positive, so they didn't realize their ability. Or actually my ability maybe can help me to achieve a B grade. Right? This is the reality and my ability. But my expectation, I get A+. So when your expectation and the reality is like having a big gap, it will make you feel so anxious because you don't know how to achieve the expectation. And then when the student come and told me that, oh, my father, mother helped me to go for these courses, this subject, you know, and then they helped me become a lawyer or accountant, you know. So I will ask them, how about you? What you want? Oh, I want to let them be proud of me. So when the conversation, they always is talking about other people. So how I'm going to turn the conversation back to the student himself, because their life is their responsibility. They cannot say, oh, I study this ACCA because of my parent. So if I feel or what, I blame my parent because my parent asked me to do. But if this become my own intention or my decision, so no matter I do it or cannot do it, it's my issue. Yeah.
Taking self-ownership.
Yes, correct.
Can I like be honest with it? Like, oh, yeah, you know, quality you are indeed a B grade student.
Yeah, you can be honest, but the way we can say is like, based on what I observe, I think you will get a B grade because of this kind of thing. Like you point out what's the thing that can improve. If you can improve this, maybe you can get A. So if you know this kind of the issue already, how you're going to do? Ask them, make decision.
Because I think this one is and the student cried.
Oh really?
Yeah, she wanted to get an A, but multiple submission judging from her cry is really a beast. So after many times I have to tell her that, you know, no matter, you know, I already give you the guidance, you know, if your improvement will show that you're still under that, then she cried in front of me, you know,
Then how you handle the situation?
She still passed.
No, six is good enough, you know, in order to get A, it's a final thesis, it's not easy. So it's good enough. Then she slowly accepted, I guess.
Why the student want to get A?
She wanted it that to get.
Sure got behind story one.
I should probe, right? Like,
Yeah.
whose expectations? Just giving you.
Yeah. Alright. I want to get A. I want to get A. Why? Sure got the reason. Because of this kind of the reason, no matter it's conscious or unconscious, drive me to this kind of behavior or the thinking. Yeah. So actually, counseling session will always understand why you have this kind of behavior, why you come out with this kind of thought, what happened. Yeah. To understand this kind of the situation, then identify you can control, cannot control, or what is the next step you need to do.
Find the root cause.
Yes, correct. So it's not like 1 hour thing we can do. Some students that come to a counseling session, they will think that, oh, maybe I talk to Miss Cindy 3 hours, I can done. Yeah. So it needs some time and practice. And then even though sometimes counselor provide the homework for the client or the student, like, okay, you have to practice. One day you have 10 negative thoughts, and then you need to practice at least got 1 or 2 positive thoughts. Then the next session I come, oh, how was your homework? So far, so good? No, I cannot control my thought. Yeah, so means that they didn't try to practice. Yeah. So I always mention to them, anxiety and depression is the common issue they are facing. So as I will mention to them, if you didn't control your thought, who going control? So our thought is just like our pet, you know. If you train them nicely, they know where to go pee, go poo. Right? If you don't train them, they pee here, poo there. Yeah, this is our thought. Yeah. So how you're going to train your thought is based on practice.
I think that's the difficult part, right? Maybe we can tell people what they should do, but if they never practice, then can't work also. They'll come back and blame you. Like normally we say like no, our students, for example, it's easiest lah. They say no, they keep failing that section. We tell them from A to Z what to do, but they never practice. So they come back the next day still fail. So it's like nothing much we can do already. Guidance, provider, support, all given.
Yeah.
But you don't do your part, then
Correct. So here we will link to the conversation like, okay, so I already provide you A to Z thing, but you decide to not practice. So when you decide to not practice, so what the thing I can help you out of it? So they know already, oh, it's my responsibility. So this homework during the counseling session, we discussed together and you agree with that and you didn't practice. So what is your next goal or what is the thing you want to do? So always come to the discussion. So we are not decision making, we discuss with the student.
So under the 5 step is the one we discussed, is this considered as the empowerment?
Yes,
Or
correct.
collaboration?
Can consider in this part. So like, I already helped you that much. So what is your decision? What is the next step? So you're crying in front of me, but I already helped you A to Z, you're still crying, then what I can do? So always let them aware that I understand, I have empathy, but next thing is, what is your decision? Yeah. Because sometimes when the student feels so comfortable with you already, they very depend on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Text me, are you free?
Yes.
Yeah, they really depend on you. So you will slowly become their support system. So to make sure you are not overwhelming to become their support system. Even though we as a support system to them, we also need to keep boundary. Okay, I work until from 9 to 5 only, you can find me at this timing. So after timing, maybe I cannot respond to you as soon as possible, maybe next day. Yeah, make sure you take care of boundary and make sure you take care of condition, then only you can help the students. So good. So fast until Q&A already.
One.
Yeah, one more. Social isolation and withdrawal. Did you all actually observe your student at the class? Like, are they sitting alone or are they sitting with the group or they're always alone? So when the students are alone, how you all going to respond and interact with them? Or they also interact with lecturers? Yes. Oh, okay.
Some of them, their nature is
Yeah. They are more comfortable with.
very comfortable.
They're comfortable.
Like they got a handphone with them,
Correct.
they more impact with their handphones.
But so far their academic is okay lah. When you observe the students who are alone.
Yeah, they are very quiet in class. They
Mm.
don't open up much. If they open up, they don't talk too much. They
Mm.
just like that.
Some until the extent that they approach me since I don't do any group assignment. They are
Why?
more comfortable doing individual
Yeah.
Okay.
until to that extent.
So when the students say I'm more comfortable to do individual work compared to group assignment, what do you think?
Say cannot.
Yeah, I think
Yeah, familiarity. Next
Yeah,
time you
yeah,
go out
this is
to work.
See, they will be much.
Correct.
To be honest, like,
Yeah.
Requirement.
Time for you to practice.
Yes. Yeah.
You get this here.
I think only one group assignment,
Yeah. Some students also come to me, right? When they go for the class, what class? Don't know whether related to the business or big group. I'm not sure what subject already they told me. And then they mix with another school, and then they complain to me like,
How MPU subject.
That's the student can do all everyone is me doing. I don't want to group with them already. So for the student, like I asked the question, the student actually is good interact with other student. So there is no problem for them to say, I don't want to group assignment because the peer didn't do the work. Okay. But for the person already very isolated, and then they still don't want to interact with other people because of the group assignment. So are these student mental health okay in the future when he go to the work social?
Yes, we cannot go. Yeah.
Challenging.
Yes.
Yeah, very challenging. So when we observe only like, oh, you don't want to grow with other people, but actually behind the story is like, may I know what or why or the reason make you like you don't want or you try to avoid interact with other students? Are they treat you badly? Are they bully you? Are they didn't do the work? Or what is the reason? If the main reason is come to themselves, or I'm very shy, I don't know how to interact with them. So it's time for the student to practice social interaction, but it's not forced that, oh, you just talk to them, But for them, it's very difficult because they already have irrational thoughts. Maybe, I don't know how they perceive me. I don't know how they think about me. Yeah, so already too anxious already to interact with the student. So from here, we also can provide the support. Yeah, but I feel that you're very good to express yourself with me, you know. I really know that you feel so anxious even though you talk to me. Yeah. So actually what the thing you're worried about? What the thing I can help you from this? So even though just a very simple surface thing, if we think more deeply, actually behind got a lot of the reason and we need to discover lah.
Can I include there are students who enjoy being alone?
Sorry?
Students who are enjoying being alone,
Oh,
work alone.
work alone.
Probably it's not that they compare peers, you know, that from the book, the background.
Yeah. Introvert. Yeah, correct. Sometimes correct. But yeah, maybe at this moment, the student is doing good. When being alone, they are enjoying, they are feel happy. Like I said, yearly during the lockdown, they feel happy at home.
Yeah.
I don't want to interact with the social.
They discuss that they come to be on alone, standalone work. They've already decided they just want to relax from me. Not to discuss or for me to find out what's the root problem. They only make a decision, they just want to relax.
Wow.
Okay. There's a lot. I have to, I have to see the academic work, still the statement they can do also. I just top up the extra work. Because just to commiserate the points.
Because when we talk about table 4, it's that change.
Yes.
Yeah.
But because some of the assignment that they give is only on academic basis, but if we have a subject which requires a group, then we understand.
Yeah.
You have to whatever.
Because the requirement, right?
Yeah, it's fine.
So when
we're not that powerful to say, who cares? You need to follow the syllabus. Just follow the.
So when you tell the student, oh, cannot, you have to group. So what is the
I try to listen them to have good group, okay, to get more ideas and share this collaboration so that and I have to give them those response because it benefits them after campus life and so on. Okay? So I ask them to go back and think. Go back and think about it. But give them more positive views on why groups is important. Because outside there are these small groups working. And you cannot work alone.
Yeah.
Because some of them do not know what's the outside.
Alright. Because maybe they are the only child at the home, you know, so they already, very okay and very functional when they are alone. Yeah.
I will also persuade by saying that some of the group you have to be in group work because the workload is too much for individual. You know, the requirement is like you cannot do it alone. There's so much thing to do, so much thing to complete. So usually they are responsible. Follow.
So
I'm not sure whether we are doing the right thing.
But like you all mentioned, right? The student actually is enjoy alone doing work. And then when you pursue already, because the requirement have to do the group, and then the students also do the group work and everything. So what is the student outcome? So far so good, or can handle, they feel stress or overwhelming during the process, or how? Based on the observation.
I think they can handle. It's just that because their nature is that their background of course they able to do that. It's on our prerogative to open the door for them to more possibility. Okay. So it is you won't know until you join in the group, get it done. Then you see what's the outcome. Probably they can change their perspective in life, how to be in groups.
Yeah, so this is very important to let the student aware that, okay, I want to give you all group assignment already. I understand that some people more prefer individual assignment compared to group assignment, but what is the benefit for the group assignment? What the intention we have the group assignment? Yeah, let them have a more positive perspective is a good opportunity to bring up the awareness as well. So can mention as well, very realistic. I know that maybe some of you maybe meet some like the group mate is not that helpful for you, this and that, right? but it's okay. You all always can report to me, right? Right. The student will report to you all, right? Yeah. So what the student tell me lah usually. So I say, yeah, you can try to do it. So far it's more to like how we provide the first thing, supportive environment to the student. Yeah, even though the task assignment, everyone is complain, very stressed, very too much assignment already. This like complain lecturer, this and that. Yeah. So, but they still can slowly to handle and face it. Yeah, they just need something like someone can listen, someone can understand, empathy, the supportive environment. Yeah. Because now a lot of the expectation for the young generation, they also feel very stressed. So since a lot of the people have the expectation, then why not we be more friendly to the student and be more supportive?
Yeah, some of them, I'm not saying that all of them, the younger generation, I noticed they are so afraid of making mistakes.
Correct.
Until to the extent that sometimes when kids okay, one mistake is totally normal. Like you say, maybe challenges that they are facing is big different.
Yeah.
Expectations. The expectation has changed. In the current generation, it's very different now dealing with that than it was before. And let's say got problems, they rather sit. They don't say anything. They keep to themselves. Like here, like that's the scenario. Yesterday I had to end class like super early because all the students they didn't do what I wanted and nobody said anything for 1 week. The whole break, nothing, they kept quiet. They followed one best student in class. He did also wrongly. They didn't as MOE arguments also they do. Reading seems to be like reading these assignment, right? They have problems. Seriously, so very highlighted, but I think they didn't interpret properly or didn't understand. So they did the thing wrongly without asking. I always tell them anything you don't know, please ask. So kept quiet. One person do wrong, everyone follow. So the whole class did wrong.
I see.
You didn't know it's like individuals did their own, but because the person did one sample like her style, and the rest also did their own style, but all wrong. So I told them I have a sample. Why do you not ask? You're not sure. Okay, quiet. And then I realized they expect me to show the sample, which actually shouldn't, because you cannot keep spoon feeding them. They have to think what is actually the assignment brief is.
Yes, correct.
So I'm gonna try to give one more extra day extension just to fix up. So I have to so that almost 20 minutes I have to explain why you all do not check. If one person can see there are 20 of you, cannot 20 of you ask me. So long talk with them.
Correct. Because now student, what I can find is like you have to prepare A to Z for them, and then they just fill up. Or A is what, B is what. They cannot. I give you A, you do A until Z cannot. You have to like prepare nicely, and then they.
They have to replicate this. I bring some article that this falls on from school. They are not free to set their own mindset and then follow this, follow that.
Yeah, they don't have critical thinking.
Yes.
Yeah. Correct. Because like the first we mentioned is they don't want to fail. They are scared to make mistake. So actually what we go through is try and error. If you try then it's wrong, then you go for another decision or make another decision again, try again, do again. But now generation they are very fear of the because expectation, I think this will go to the anxiety thought. If I feel what will become out, then this thought make them like fear to try.
Yeah, fear to try.
Individual because the subject they prefer.
Oh, that's fear. Some of them don't mind.
Yeah. So actually, what I think is sometimes, no matter it's counseling session, classroom, when we interact with the student, it's actually is a two-way one. Not only we help them, but they also need to help them out. Yeah, so I already learned this, I practiced it, and I help you already. This is the thing I can provide. If you didn't help yourself, then it's your decision really. So sometimes until one point, we also just follow the flow. Yeah. So we cannot handle everything. Make them change every time. So just let them have their timing, let them have their turning point. This I always say that. Yeah. Also good. Social isolation. Yeah. I think no more already. no Q&A. Yeah. I think this is the last slide we have.
Yeah, just to share with you, I have students who are PTSD, especially they come to. Problems happen usually when they come end of the graduation point, this year, 2 semesters to graduate, and when they have some traumatic experience. One student his father passed away recently, and he became in a midst. They totally isolated themselves and disliked condition experience. Subjects skipping classes or not coming. Their parents would be try to engage with them, and then when they can't solve, they get home, they bring to our office. We try to invest on this, but because of course in our academic business, we can't afford to have students education. We try, we keep failing semesters, and their parents will come and sit down with them in the office also. That's on these several times. But I think these are quite a big case with one. But we cannot, because of their disorder, we cannot just underpredict. The parents still expect them to graduate. And the students are exhibiting such a defense mechanism against studies. We are having this contradiction.
Okay. So based on this situation, so it's like someone passed away and then the student cannot cope and then try to isolate themselves, right?
Case is not a relationship of girlfriend and
Oh, the breakdown.
And then they try to the lecturer on help. There's a case they try to implant in their Facebook and they meet the lecturer itself. Yes, cases. The lecturer is torturing me and then put up his.
Now with social media,
They make the frustration out of it.
Okay. So in this kind of situation, right? What me will try to handle is, like you say, the parents already bring the students sit down in the office, like, oh, you have to graduate, you have to study, right? So go back to the student itself. What the thing the student are going on? What is the emotional the student are having right now? What is the support system they have? So maybe the parents is like, oh, it's okay, you can go through it. So the parents have different way to cope their stress and everything, but the student is different. Yeah, so from here, what we need to do is like support the student in emotion. Emotion is the important thing, not for the academic or what, just like, okay, may I know how you feel so far after this incident happens? Are you feeling okay? So they will slowly like tell you that my life is very like, messy already. I don't know how to handle already. This happened, that happened, a lot of things happened in one time. So yeah, it's okay, happen everything, but we look at it one by one, step by step. You cannot perceive your issue in the whole picture. Just settle it one by one first. I believe that now you are in the grief process. So may I know that how long time you need to take to recover yourself? Ask them. Not give them the answer. Just ask them. Okay, so after you take this time, you think that you still can continue in study? Yeah, so I think it's more to deal with the student itself. until the thought like very clear. They understand what the thing is going through. They understand their own condition, how to handle. Then they will like slowly go back to the more functioning
But in this case, I think one of the obstacles is parents. Then the parents have been pushing.
Could be, because sometimes they themselves are unable to handle the behavioral pattern of the students change. Sometimes the students, when they communicate also, they communicate indirectly nonsense. So on. So on, I mean, they don't realize what they're thinking. They're talking faster than thinking, and so on. So in this case, usually the parents are unable to handle this, so they bring the entire issues to the office. They speak to my head. A lot of patients engaged in this and that, and then sometimes I try to intervene, be inside with them. But sometimes the students talk in such a way that we realize that this people something like mental illness suddenly happen. They're talking all of it. For example, I don't mind come to your house and give you the documents. You just look at it. Oh, it's no, I don't want you to come to my house. I don't want you to know where my house is.
Oh, the parent, a student.
So we also ask, what has to say? There are conversations comes like this sometimes. A very irrational way of speaking.
Understand. It is not easy to deal with this student, because it takes a lot of time to build the trust and relationship with them, because they already have their mindset there.
They have a certain mindset that they are against of everything. Okay, whatever suggestions they think, they're against it. Even though they are compelled or forced to come, they try to minimize their work because they're just one step away from graduation. It's quite critical at that time. We cannot afford to just continue.
I see.
These are the difficult scenarios now, especially engineering sciences.
But did their parents like bring the student to go to meet a counselor, psychiatric, or clinical psychologist?
I have not had information of that, but at times I notice some parents will be sitting down outside and just keeping an eye on them. So those
Really?
okay, but sometimes have discussion with the lecturer, supervising them, also work like this. Either one parent or even their aunt or their uncle visiting. Like they're so concerned about them. So that's it.
Yeah.
Is that the student itself is not being cooperative. It's the issue with it.
Because based on what you share, right, it's more to like their parents is in charge of the student life. That's why the student like, no matter what I do, they will help me. So they don't have the responsibility to them down already.
Helicopter time.
But normally it should be helicopter one, because they will be thinking like, for example, let's say the parent will say, no, I'm paying your fees, like I'm investing in you. That kind of thought itself already will make you stressed already. You need to be helicopter. Let's say, no, or if you don't finish now, I cannot continue to pay for next semester, that kind of conversation.
Say you waste money lah, this is not.
Yeah. So actually the environment we grew up also very important, because like last time I remember got one parent bring the student to SCC to ask about the club society. And then the mother stand beside the daughter, the student. Hey, you have to enroll this ma, you have to answer this ma, this you have to email this ma. So like it's direct the student what they need to do. So I stand beside, I also can feel that the mother is very tension, dominant, and then always at the yellow zone. So the student actually is in front of me is very embracing, because adult already, I cannot make decision. My mother like need to control me, this and that. So yeah. So actually the student behavior, emotional and thinking actually is linked like how we interact with our parents, friends, lecturer. So that's why they will select, oh, this is my support system, they can support me, so I go for that. Yeah, so my parents treat me like this, I don't want to tell them. Yeah.
So in conclusion, parents also need help.
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes the student come to the counseling session, I say, It's not you come to the counseling session, it's the parents and come to the counseling session. Yeah. So because the parents stress them out also very. You know, last time the generation is very suffer. I want this, I cannot get this. I want that, I cannot get this. So they work so hard.
Yeah.
And then now I got money already. I want to invest to my child. So you have to learn piano. Last time I cannot learn. So you have to learn.
Yeah.
You have to go for Bali class. Oh, this and that, blah, blah, blah. So is it the children want or not?
Yeah.
So if we really talk in the big society, right? Step by step lah. So just like as a lecturer, what I can do for this is just like my ability. That's good enough already. I cannot help with their family. That's okay. So as a parent, what I can do for my children is my ability. I cannot help in the school. Yeah, so that's why it's a community. We have to work together, collaborate together. So no, doesn't mean that one counselor can handle everything on the. So we also need like collaboration, like checking up with the student, this and that. Yeah, work together. So like the cases, it's difficult. Can see that the student already start to defend, you know, I don't want to continue. Actually, this slowly will continue like give up. They don't want to make any decision, slowly to give up what they can do. So actually, when you all try to interact with the student, right, focus on the mental health, like just asking, are you okay? So far doing good? Do you feel stressed? How you feel recently? It's a way to open the communication. Yeah. If you need any help, emotional support or what, you can let me know. Even though I cannot do much to you, yeah, mention early. If not, they will expect you can do everything for them. Yeah. So what's like boundary lah.
It's very subjective.
Very subjective,
Case
yeah.
by case basis.
Yeah, case by case, because individual is different. Everyone is different. The way how much stress you can handle is different. So we don't judge them, don't blame them, but just understand what we can do together. Yeah. So normally just keep in mind that we work together. We are not helping them, but we work together. If you keep the mindset like I'm helping them. So if you can't help the student, you feel self-blaming already. Yeah, this student I cannot help. How? Yeah. So as a counselor, before we enter this field, right, we also like, as a counselor is helping other people. No. We are just like help them to understand what they are thinking, what they are feeling. Yeah, we are not helping to make any decision. Because their life is their own decision.
But I'm curious, like based on the cases that you handle over here, right? The majority cases is about what anxiety or
Anxiety, depression, and relationship.
relationship and boyfriend girlfriend. Or
Parents. Parents is the first, and then only come to the peer. Boyfriend, girlfriend, not that much.
anxiety is the
Anxiety. Because why happen anxiety is like, okay, your body is sitting here, right? What is anxiety? You think about the future. Your mind is go to tomorrow. Tomorrow what I need to do. Okay, next week what I need to do. Okay, next month what I need to do. And then okay, after this year what I need to be. You know, your mind is not here and now. Your mind is already go to the future. And then your body is here. So what your body do? Stop. Right? So this will cause anxiety. Yeah, this assignment cannot finish. Very difficult. If I finish my assignment, then I can go for play, this and that. Your mind already in the future, but your assignment still haven't done. Yeah. So I always teach the student, no matter depression, anxiety, you have to always be here now. So yeah, be the present. And then when you're always overthinking, always have a negative thought, this usually happen. Then you have to question yourself, the way you self-talk. If I overthinking, if I think this kind of thought, is it effective or helpful for me right now? If not helpful, then why I keep thinking? Then you can slowly practice this kind of self-talk, then slowly stop the anxiety thought. That's why we need practice. Yeah, if you stop practice your mind, you just let it run, then yeah, easy to lose control because you keep focus on the negative part. So far so good. No stress? All green zone? Already feel at the red zone. Oh, don't want to deal with the student anymore. Yeah.
But some at least they open up lah. This semester I have one student. He has a sleeping problem
Okay.
for about half of the semester already. Every night cannot sleep.
Oh.
Then until I think this Chinese believe heatiness, right?
Mm.
If you don't sleep, your liver is very. Then he got nose blood.
Oh.
Very, very frequent. So it's a very bad cycle.
Mm.
Then they ask for extension for assignment submission.
Mm.
Then only I found out what happened to you.
Mm.
Then he said that he may need to take sleeping pill.
Mm.
But then I said, before sleeping pills, why not we try our school counselor first? But I'm not sure whether he got. I suggested him lah. Maybe you need to talk to friends first. If friends is not going to help you, then you always have a counselor.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, sleeping, cannot sleep,
Yeah.
sure have something happen, but unconsciously don't know what happened.
He also don't. He doesn't. Like, is there anything happen in the family because it's international student?
Oh, okay.
So what happened in the family is there any drastic happen? He said not really. But I'm not sure whether he opened up or not.
Most of the time, our students won't simply open up to us. Every time ask anything, nothing. Nothing is good for us. Okay, good. We know that there must be something.
Yeah, must be something. Because in the counseling room, we have the informed consent form. So when we start the counseling session, I would say, okay, what you share with me is only you and me. I won't share to other people unless I found out that you have the suicide ideation, you try to harm yourself or other people, then only I have to disclose to my superior lah. But even though I say like this, they also tell me, oh, Miss Cindy, I have the suicide thought. Then I will try to escalate like, okay, how serious? So I will say, okay, based on your cases, I won't disclose, yes, but you have to come our session in next week lah. If you didn't come, then I have to check with you lah. So yeah. So have this kind of informed consent, more feel safe to say something. If directly go to you, all right. Oh, I tell you I have suicide thought. Oh, so what happened? Right. So they didn't feel safe to open up yet lah. But if you can mention like, okay, if you want to tell me, I can keep secret. Because like everyone also think, oh, if I tell them, they will gossip me or not, they will tell other people or not, right? It's a very normal for everyone to have this kind of thought. Yeah, it's normal because we have the anxiety. Nowadays, everyone have the anxiety, I can see. Right? Yeah. Yeah. So far, any question?
Can you do this to staff more?
You mean the training?
I was shocked like this. I think I learned a lot.
Oh, I see.
Mental health, I didn't do much.
Yeah. Correct. Can. I try my best. Because now SAC only me, one counselor. So I also waiting a new counselor come so we can do more.
One staff, maybe mental health staff.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just focus on mental health.
All of us dealing with these students.
But now,
Also we have this.
yeah, I know.
You know.
I
Yeah.
think at least today got something like we about the green zone. We should then
Yeah.
green zone. Right?
Yeah. That's why when I prepare the slide, I also think, wow, very stressed or let the lecturer handle the student. Are they okay to handle or not? You know? Yeah, so that's why the first part I want you all to understand yourself first lah. It's the important thing. Take it.
I think for us, we have been handling, but it's just that we just handle with our own experience. If correct, then good. If incorrect, we are not sure as well.
Yeah.
Now we have methodology.
Yeah, I can try to provide more. Yeah, but if you all like found out that student is not good or the condition are very serious, you all actually anytime can reach out to me lah. So I just like at SAC.
I think for us, our reporting also quite straightforward. Right? Okay, students got problem. We try to listen. Okay, suicide thought. Okay, thank you. Then we still go to our superior and say this student ABC got suicide thought. This handle. We the past standard. I mean that's normally what's going on now.
Yes,
That's
yes.
that's very common. Because for us that most of the times like no, we have so many people, so this kind of things we don't want to suddenly step into their private zones or things like that. So normally we try to understand what is going on at that point, and then we straight away just escalate to the superior. Then they will follow up.
Correct. Because before I join or after I get my license, after I done the intern and then I get the license, what I usually practice is more to like dealing with the student with anxiety, depression, stress, And then if suddenly I receive a cases like suicide attempts, it's a very stress to handle this kind of thing. It's a red flag already. So we need to go to attend the courses, practice and understand what is the assessment, how to help the client to come out from that situation. So what is the SOP for the crisis management? Yeah, we have this kind of thing. Yeah, so I really understand when it's come to the suicide ideation or suicide attempt, right? It's a very serious cases because you don't know the way I talk to the student or client. Is it trigger them? Yeah. If the person already stands at the balcony, want to jump already, what you're going to tell them? What you're going to talk, right? So this the how we respond and react is another level I can say. But just basic first, understand yourself, take care of yourself, and then you only can help the student. Like anxiety, depression. So the first thing always we deal with is a negative thought, anxiety thought. Yeah, I can say. Because they're very worried to talk to the lecturer. I'm not sure that I can tell them or not. I'm really scared. They scold me, this and that. Yeah, this anxiety thought. Actually, still a lot. Still got a lot. The way we understand the condition, this and that. But yeah, I think more to stuff is important as well. Yeah.
First level of consultants.
Oh yeah, if you all found out that your students are facing the stress or what, right? You can refer to me because my intern, she need to collect the hour to complete the internship. Yeah, so she need a lot of students to do the session. Yeah, just throw the student to me, I can throw to her. Yeah. Yeah. So if the student like very high risk, I will take over, but it's like very academic stress or what have you, has to yeah, just give me a list of the students.
How long will be?
Yeah. I try to extend. Not bad. Then this student also stressed already. Yellow. Yeah. Okay. So far, anything else? No more? Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Anything, just let me know. Text me. Yeah. That's another thing.
Question. I heard there are some surveys available for people to do some life stress. What do they think about their stress level?
Yeah.
Do you have the name of the survey?
That's 21. Depression.
Jot down. Yes,
Mhm.
actually,
Or I can email you the assessment.
okay.